Okay, so for this deep dive, we're looking at Vietnamese football, and really a huge debate that's been sparked by one player, Nguyen Xuan Son.
Right, who most people know as Rafaelson.
Exactly. And his immediate success has kicked off this massive identity crisis about using naturalized players.
And our mission today is really to get past just the fan chatter and, use the actual stats and expert analysis to dig into the core question for you.
Which is,
Is this short-term boost you get from a player like him worth the potential long-term damage to your own local talent pipeline? You're basically trading trophies now for growth later.
and the hook here is fascinating. Xuan Son, born in Brazil, becomes a Vietnamese citizen in September 2024.
He qualified under that 5-year residency rule from FIFA.
And he didn't just, join the team. He was a superstar from day one. He basically became the face of this whole debate overnight.
Yeah, and you could see his impact domestically first, playing for Nam in the V.League 1.
The top league in Vietnam.
Right, and he was the top scorer 2 seasons in a row.
But not just top scorer. I mean, he completely shattered the records. In the 2023-24 season, he scores 31 goals.
31. It's an incredible number.
It smashed the old record of 25 goals, which was held by a national legend, Lê Hu Nuc. So this isn't just a small achievement.
And that form, it translated directly to the national team. His debut was in the 2024 ASEAN Championship.
And he hit the ground running.
Oh, immediately. 2 goals and 2 assists in his very first game, a 5-0 win over Myanmar. SofaScore gave him a perfect 10 rating.
A perfect 10.
Yeah. And he just carried on from there. He led Vietnam to the title, won tournament MVP, and was the top scorer with 7 goals.
And what's really amazing is he suffered a terrible injury in that final. A broken leg sidelined him for months. But he comes back just 10 months later and scores again in an Asian Cup qualifier.
He just delivers, no question about it.
But this is where it gets complicated, right? What's the cost?
Well, you have experts on both sides. Asian football expert Ri Shrey says it's a clear benefit. He says Xuan Son definitely improved the quality and is the kind of finisher who can capitalize on chances.
The chances that homegrown players sometimes miss.
Exactly. That's the whole justification for the policy in the first place.
Okay, but then you have the other side of the argument. Former coach Steve Darby is much more skeptical. He calls it a short-term solution.
And Darby's point is less about emotion and more about the systemic cost. He argues it directly reduces opportunities for local strikers.
Like Nguyen Tin Lin, for example.
Precisely. Players like him already find it hard to get playing time in the V-League because of all the foreign players. Now the national team door is closing a bit too.
And this is where that mercenary idea comes up, isn't it? Darby raises concerns about reliability.
He does. He mentions things like homesickness, which can be an issue, and he questions if a player motivated by money has the same blood connection as someone born there.
Is that a feeling the public shares?
It seems so. There was a V Express poll where 30% of nearly 2,000 readers were actually against this push for naturalized players, so it's not a fringe opinion.
So to really understand the risk here, is there a case study we can look at? Another country that's gone down this road?
Absolutely. The classic example experts point to is Singapore. They were pioneers of this in the region.
And it worked for them, at least for a while.
It did. It delivered big time.
Yeah.
They won 3 AFF Cups between 2004 and 2012 with naturalized players as the core of the team.
But what happened next?
Well, when they tightened that policy, the local game just declined significantly. It suggests that naturalization can be a crutch that stops you from developing your own youth system.
So what does this all mean for Vietnam? They got the immediate glory. They won that 2024 ASEAN Cup.
Yes, undeniably. But the critics are worried they're starving their own system of oxygen, the very pressure and exposure that local players need to develop.
It's a brutal choice then.
It really is, especially in such a competitive region. So the final thought for you to consider is this. Does a country choose the fast track to a trophy, or does it commit to its own potentially slower development model?
And every goal Xuan Son scores makes that fast track look a whole lot more appealing.